If you like flappers, jazz music, and fabulous parties, then you're in luck because The Great Gatsby has them. Or if you like characters with shallow personalities, creepy eyes watching from a billboard, and a scathing commentary on materialism, The Great Gatsby has that too. The Great Gatsby tells the story of Jay Gatsby, a young man who became incredibly rich through bootlegging during the Prohibition era, and tries to win back his former flame, Daisy Buchanan, and who ultimately destroys himself by chasing something he believes will bring him happiness.
Game over.
Despite selling 21,000 copies when it was first published in 1925, The Great Gatsby is F. Scott Fitzgerald's most well-known and celebrated work. Today, it is even hailed as the great American novel. Okay, so quick recap. Fitzgerald comments on the overly decadent lifestyles and immorality of the Jazz Age through the novel's narrator, Nick Carraway. Nick just moved to Long Island's West Egg, across the bay from the East Egg, where his cousin Daisy Buchanan lives with her husband Tom, who we find out later is cheating on her with Myrtle Wilson. Nick's new and mysterious neighbor, Jay Gatsby, throws epic parties and ultimately befriends Nick to get to Daisy, the woman he once loved. Tom and Gatsby have a showdown over Daisy, who then runs over Myrtle in Gatsby's car. Myrtle's husband, George, who we hear relatively little about, thinks Gatsby killed his wife and decides to get revenge on him by shooting Gatsby in his pool before shooting himself. The novel ends at Gatsby's funeral. Despite so many people coming to his parties, very few people come to pay their respects. Not really the happiest ending, but for a book that deals with dissatisfaction with the present, isolation, and the decline of the American dream, it does a pretty good job. We could go on forever about all the themes found within this novel, but I want to focus on a few main questions that Fitzgerald attempts to answer. Is the future really attainable? And is the American dream actually an impossible dream? We see Gatsby obsessed with bringing back the past through his obsession with Daisy. He doesn't just want Daisy to marry him, he wants Daisy to say that she never loved Tom at all, and attempts to totally eradicate the past. We also see him fail in this endeavor, and his attempts to live in the past ultimately cost him his life. Quoting Nick Carraway, it is Gatsby's dream to go back to Louisville and be married from her house just as if it were 5 years ago. Nick tells Gatsby that he can't repeat the past. However, Gatsby believes that a bringing back of the past will lead him into a happy future. Nick also says, "We beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past," which leads us to the question, is the future attainable? He may be urging the readers to live in the present. The future never lives up to our expectations, and in fact, having expectations of it just binds us to the past. And finally, we get to the good old American dream, a dream of independence and the ability to make a good life for oneself through hard work and dedication. However, most of the characters make it about selfishness and the pursuit of pleasure. Hard as he tries, Gatsby cannot escape where he came from, so the American dream collapses. The Great Gatsby is one of the most beloved books in American literature, and the themes are still relevant today. Readers everywhere can still learn from Nick, Daisy, and Gatsby. Have anything you'd like to add to the discussion? Leave it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.